challenge is always the same. We need to create software in the face of uncertainty. At the start of a development project, we don't know whether we've defined the project's requirements correctly. We also don't know how these requirements will change while we're building the software. A traditional development process does its best to pretend this uncertainty doesn't exist. In the classic waterfall approach, for example, an organisation creates detailed plans and precise schedules before writing any code. But real development projects rarely comply with these plans and schedules. They're notoriously unruly. The core reason for this is that even though we use the term software engineering, writing code isn't like other kinds of engineering. In traditional engineering projects, building a bridge, say, or constructing a factory, it's usually possible to define stable requirements up front. Once you've done this, creating plans and schedules based on previous experience is straightforward. Software development just isn't like this, because people don't know what they want until they see it. And since every development project involves some innovation, if it doesn't, you should be buying rather than building the software. Uncertainty is unavoidable. Traditional development processes work against these realities. Agile processes, however, are designed for this situation. Because requirements change, an agile process provides a way to add, remove and modify requirements during the development process. Rather than resisting change, an agile process embraces it. Just as important, the process recognises that short-term plans are more stable than long-term plans. You might not know exactly what you want to be doing 3 months from now, but you probably do know what you want to do in the next 3 weeks. To accomplish this, an agile development process relies on iteration. Rather than the traditional approach of defining all of the requirements, writing all of the code, then testing that code, an agile process does these things over and over in smaller iterations. Each iteration creates more of the finished product, with the requirements updated at the start of each one. The core idea is simple. Because requirements can be reassessed at the start of each iteration, an agile process accommodates change. And since change is all but certain to happen in software development projects, this is a very good thing.
Given that our two main competitors merged last November, we had anticipated that the effect of this would begin to impact on the volume of our business by the middle of this year. However, we were able to go some way to counteract this new threat by negotiating new deals with our existing clients. We were able to maintain loyalty amongst our long-standing clients and also to win some new contracts. Not only this, the feasibility study into expansion has shown that we would be able to sustain growth into next year. This is a fantastic achievement, given that during meetings between senior management and the board last year, a number of members voiced concerns that overall we weren't going to break even. Of course, XTR has enjoyed a successful launch, although the investment into research and development and the cost of product launch and marketing has put a dent in the bottom line. However, sales and customer orders have been promising, and if this can be sustained, it looks set to increase our profit margin further next year. Having said that, we do have to ensure that we plan for all eventualities.
Some children's speech is unclear. not because of substitutions and omissions of sounds, but because they slur their words or run them into each other. There are also the children whose speech isn't clear because they always sound blocked up, even if they don't have a cold. Good, clear resonance when we speak contributes to our perception that someone is speaking clearly. If the sinuses and nose are blocked, then our resonance is also diminished, and therefore our speech doesn't sound as clear.
So, while there may be no speech and language delay because of glue ear, with possible diminished vestibular development, a child can have issues with the following: motor planning, weak muscle tone, not knowing where they are in space generally, and how to organize themselves spatially in written work on a page, eye tracking problems that can lead to reading difficulties, be a clumsy child with poor balance who trips a lot, or be a child who is more than usually active.
It is usual at the very beginning of a meeting for people to engage in small talk. This is a short exchange in which meeting attendees exchange views on general matters. It can be the weather, sport, the traffic, or some other common topic. If the visitor has come from overseas, another part of the country, or across town, you might ask them about their journey. However, the tone of the meeting and whether there is any small talk at all will depend on the situation. Here's an example of some small talk at the beginning of a meeting. Mark: was it difficult to find us? Julia: no, the directions were very good. The traffic wasn't too bad either. Mark: what's the weather like out there? It was lovely this morning. Julia: it was earlier, but it's clouded over a bit now. The forecast said there'd be rain later. Mark: oh, that's a shame. I was hoping to go for a run after work. Julia: do you run a lot? Mark: not really. I've just started. Julia: well, I hope the weather clears up for you later on. Now, shall we get started?
Welcome to the second training lesson on word stress in words of more than one syllable. Now, let's do some training to hear and pronounce the strong and weak syllables in words of 3 or more syllables. The first word is terrible. 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 The first E is stressed. Te. And the I becomes de-stressed, r. And the bull has a very quick schwa between the B and the L, bull. So it's not terrible, but terrible. 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 The rhythm is da-da-da. The next word is accountant. 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 Both A vowels are de-stressed. Tunt. Not ak and tant. The ow is the clear vowel, and so it's the stressed syllable. It's not accountant, but accountant. 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 The rhythm is da-da-da. The next word is accountability. 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 Yes, the two A vowels are de-stressed, and t, and also the second I is also said as the weak form The ow is stressed, clear vowel cown. So are the first I in B and the short E in T. Accountability. Accountability. The rhythm of this word is da-da-da-da-da-da. The cown syllable being the main stressed syllable. The vowel is said slightly longer and with slightly higher pitch. Now let's try the word incomprehensible. 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 The stressed syllables are in, com, pre, and hen. The hen being the main stressed syllable. The s and bull are the weak syllables. There's a very quick schwa between the B and L. Bull. It's not incomprehensible, it's incomprehensible. 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 The rhythm is da-da-da-da-da-da. The next word is organisation. Keep trying to hear the stressed and de-stressed syllables. Organisation. Organisation. The or, I and zay are the stressed syllables. You can hear the vowels clearly. The zay is the main stressed syllable. The gun and shun syllables are the de-stressed syllables. Organisation. The rhythm is da-da-da-da-da. Let's do one more of these. Artificial. Artificial. Yes, the R, T and fish are the stressed syllables, the fish being the main stressed syllable. The shul is the de-stressed syllable, with the schwa vowel replacing the A in shul. Artificial. Artificial. The rhythm is da-da-da-da. Now, there are also some words which I am sure you have noticed where a syllable is dropped and not said at all. For example, in the word interest, it isn't interest, but interest. You leave out the vowel. Interest. Another example is the word Wednesday. It isn't said Wednesday, but Wednesday. Vegetable is another word in this category. We don't say vegetable, but vegetable. Another way to figure out which are the stressed and de-stressed syllables in longer words is to say the word several times, stressing different syllables in turn. Notice which way sounds right. Let's take the word constant, for example. I could say constant, or constant, or constant, or constant. The last one sounds right. The better way, though, is to continue to attune your ear to this English stress and rhythm element. Listen to those around you and notice how they pronounce longer words. Bye for now.
Hi. In this video, we will learn how to pronounce the vowel. The is a short vowel. When you say the vowel, you drop your bottom jaw quite a bit. Your tongue is neutral and relaxed, and the tip is forward. The hump or raised part of your tongue is just below the centre of your mouth. Keep your lips and cheeks relaxed. The resonance of this sound is in the middle of your mouth. Let's practice saying the vowel. Ah. Let's practice some words. Say them with me. Cut, and again, cut. Lunch, and again, lunch. Such, and again, such. Funny, and again, funny. Results, and again, results. Doubled, and again, doubled. Tough, and again, tough. Under, and again, under. Country, and again, country. Flood, and again, flood. Notice the next words are spelt with an O vowel, and the O says For example, we don't say discover, but we say discover. Use active listening to notice when a word is spelled with an O, but it's said as Money, and again, money. Above, and again, above. Discover, and again, discover. Sometimes, and again, sometimes. Company, and again, company. Other common words in this category are dove, shove, comfortable, uncover, love. Mother, month, monkey, brother, one, son, accomplish. Let's practice in sentences. His uncle was cutting the butter. And again, his uncle was cutting the butter. There must be hundreds of butterflies under the trees. And again, there must be hundreds of butterflies under the trees. I understand he discovered a suspicious bundle. And again, I understand he discovered a suspicious bundle. She was comfortable under the warm covers. And again, she was comfortable under the warm covers. They visited a sunny country above the equator. And again, they visited a sunny country above the equator. The bunny munched on a tough carrot. And again, the bunny munched on a tough carrot. Please don't touch the stuff so roughly. And again, please don't touch the stuff so roughly. I suppose I better catch the bus before the rush starts. And again, I suppose I better catch the bus before the rush starts. Tug the rug before the end gets undone. And again, tug the rug before the end gets undone. The famous runner graciously autographed my coffee cup. And again, the famous runner graciously autographed my coffee cup. Now, just before we finish with the vowel, I would quickly like to practice the difference between the short a and short vowels, as they are similar and can easily be confused. For the a, the tongue isn't as relaxed and the corners of the mouth pull up and back a little. For the The tongue and lips and jaw are much more relaxed. Let's say them together and feel and hear the difference. Ah, 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 ah. Let's say some words. I'll say the word first and the word second. Practice with me. Cut, cat, butt, bat, butter, batter, truck, track, hut, hat. Please don't touch the stuff so Tongue twister 1. Woodchuck. You can practice d